Rod in the background's got Boogie Nights going. I'm creating a video here, brother. It's all right, dude. All right. You gotta surround yourself with fun people. Boogie Night action. So here's a video about a lot versus nothing. And here's what I mean by this. So lately, I'd say, I don't know, a year or so, people ask me, hey, how you doing? And in the past, I used to say, or what's going on? Somebody would ask me what's going on or how you're doing. If they go, how you doing? I'd be like, oh, pretty good. Or I'd be, oh, good. Or they'd be like, hey, what's going on? I'd be like, nothing. You know, and it occurred to me one day, I'm like, wait a minute, this contradicts like a lot that I teach people. And so this video is about, consider or try this on anytime somebody says, what are you up to? Or what's going on? Be like, a lot. Now, when I say a lot, I don't mean like a lot, like I'm stressed out. I mean like I'm creating a lot. So from now on, anybody asks me like, what am I up to? I go, a lot. I'm creating a lot, and it's cool. So here's the impact of this and why I really encourage, everybody watching this to really start to do this. And first of all, this also ties into calling our shots. Like Babe Ruth made that famous. He'd call his shot and declare through pointing, I'm going to hit a home run, and exactly where he was going to hit it. And that's it. So he declared. He called his shot. And then he would take action, swing the bat. So each day, let's call our shots. Let's see how it's going to go. And so when somebody asks us what we're up to, be like, a lot. And it's like, wait a minute, yeah, I am. All right, and we always have a choice, as to what we're creating, what we're doing. And so it's like scripting out the day is what I'm getting at here. And so the power of this is that it's going to cause us to really take a look at what we want. So every day when I wake up, well, not every day, I always act like I'm, no, I do comment in these videos a lot that I'm not perfect either, and I think, anyway, some days I wake up and I actually don't do this, and that's why I end up not being very effective that day, and then there's days that I do what I'm teaching, and I have an awesome day, so, because I'm being responsible for how the day goes. So, number one, by having to say how the day is going to go, it's going to cause us to decide what we want, what we're excited about that day. And that's awesome in itself. It's like, cool, I'm going to spend my time thinking about what I want and I desire and what that's going to look like and how is it going to feel, how much fun is it going to be. So by scripting out the day, it allows for us to be able to influence it versus being at the effect of someone else or something else. Once we actually script out the day and say, here's how it's going to go, we then can be intentional. So that's the cool thing too, because we can then list the action steps. What I know to be true is if I don't have a destination in mind, I won't then take any time to create action steps because there's nowhere I'm going. So, summing this all up, if somebody asks you, what are you up to? Be like, a lot. Because even if you at first didn't think about it, but because now you have to back that up, and it's a whole chain reaction of, again, coming up with things that you're doing and creating and you're at the source of. And by declaring what we want and how the day's going to go, it'll allow us to be intentional and make a list of different action steps instead of declaring, hey, what's happening? Nothing. Because then that'll come true as well. And we'll have a day that's like, nothing, all right, versus a day that's like, a lot. I created a whole bunch of stuff today. So that concludes the video, a lot versus nothing. When somebody asks you what you're up to, creating a lot.